Thanks for coming to our YouTube channel, Exploring Tampa Bay Commercial Real Estate. My name is Jay Wittner.
And I'm Rachael Manzanares.
Our show talks about West Central Florida. If you're not from around here, Tampa, St. Petersburg, and the surrounding cities where we talk about commercial transactions, major commercial news. That's the type of stuff that we cover. And today we're going to be talking about December of 2021. Instead of doing a year recap, we're doing just December.
All right, sounds good.
So maybe the biggest news is there's a huge redevelopment project that the city of St. Pete's been working on for maybe a year or two. They've been investigating. And they announced who's going to do this Midtown development. And it's a big project that Mayor Rick Kreisman was behind. Mm-hmm. And I guess part of his legacy, because it's just a giant project.
For sure.
86 acres, $3 to $4 billion. This is not a typo. This B is legit.
Legit
This
billion.
is a multi-billion-dollar project. And it's going to evolve a little bit over time probably, but they're talking about 7,000 residences, some combination of apartments and condominiums that will probably be adjusted as the market kind of evolves over time.
We need both, yeah.
And a 500 plus room hotel, which is really large, and a nice conference center, 50,000 square feet.
That's awesome.
So this is going to be a big boon for the area around Tropicana Field. It's going to take many, many years to do this. You know, I've heard 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. I'm not sure they really know the answer to how long it's going to run. And this bid, and I think all the bids were they were instructed to do a presentation that if we have the raise and if we don't have the raise, because that's a big joker in the deck of how to do this.
Big time.
And it's about 10 blocks west of downtown St. Pete. And you can see from the marker there where Tropicana Field is located. So this is going to be very exciting, a lot of jobs, good for the economy.
Oh yeah.
And more St. Pete.
And more St. Pete. All right, we're going to talk about a retirement community here that just sold for $42 million. This is Fountains at Boca, Ciega Bay. This was bought for, again, $42 million. This is a 20-story facility, 434,000 square feet. This was built in the 70s and it sits on a 14-acre parcel, which is pretty large for St. Pete for sure. So the seller here was Watermark Boca, Ciega Bay, and the buyer was Welt Tower. So nice common area here.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay. And this is located in the Pasadena area, so 1255 Pasadena Ave South, right here in South St. Pete. Back into downtown.
Artistry. This was a locally famous apartment complex, really fancy and nice. Sold for $92 million, 246 units. And sold for a premium price, $375,000 per door. And this was, the media called it the second highest price ever paid in St. Pete. There's been a lot of research to double check that, but I'm assuming that that's the correct thing. $375,000 per door. Very, very nice. And it's like, what is it, like 2 years old, Rachel?
Yeah, just barely, almost 2 years old, yeah. Our team did the commercial leasing for the retail space down below, and it's really neat to see how this project has grown. But yeah, they really set a record here. St. Pete, we're seeing some big numbers for apartments sold here.
Multifamilies. Well, we talked about our frequency of multifamily coverage, because that's what's going on.
It's gone up.
The seller was Millhouse Development. The buyer was Avanti Residential. And I thought it was very interesting that Avanti, this is their third big buy in Florida in the past 6 months. So obviously they're building a foothold here.
Yeah, for sure.
And Artistry is fully leased, which is marvelous.
I feel like every apartment downtown right now is.
And this is on Central Avenue, Central and 16th Street. And we were just talking before about Tropicana Field, so this is, a couple of blocks northwest.
Yeah, you can see Tropicana from Artistry.
Tropicana Field is at. And on to Clearwater.
On to Clearwater. So
I missed your thing.
there we go. Just north of St. Pete here, we're in Clearwater. The Alta apartments sell for $116 million. So this is a brand new development. 10 buildings in this community, 314 units. These range from 1 to 3 bedrooms, and as you can see, brand new and
Looks really pretty.
Oh yeah, very nice inside. Classy, classy. So the seller here was Wood Partners and the buyer was Black Creek Group. It's a very high-end community here. They really did a great job with this. And this is located off of Highway 19 in Clearwater. This is just north of Bel Air Road, if you're familiar with the area here. All right, back to St. Pete.
This is the purchase of an office park, a Meridian office park, and it was for $40 million, so obviously a major buy. Mm-hmm. But it seems that it was more really than the office space there. It was the 34 acres that the offices are on. This is supposed to be one of the biggest St. Pete land buys in decades.
You can't find land like this large anywhere in St. Pete without, putting a bunch of parcels together. So this was big.
One article I was looking at said it was the largest.
Really?
I'm hedging a little bit. I hesitate to say that, but definitely it's one of the largest.
I'm
34
sure.
acres is monster for St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
The buyer is Alta's Cardinal, and they want to do a mixed-use situation out of this property. Mm-hmm. And Rachael and I were talking a little bit over the show that some of these corners look like you put like a residential tower or two, and just 34 acres. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
And this area is called the Skyway Marina District.
Yeah.
Is where it's located, and obviously the water is right close by, and very exciting project. That's going to be a big one. Mm-hmm. And it's the northwest corner of 19 and 34th Avenue South. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if there's really a great landmark nearby on this one.
Skyway Bridge is down here.
Okay, all right.
It's as you're headed out south to go over the Skyway. It's going to be on your right. So, yeah.
So the address is 3201 34th Street South.
That's a big one.
And here's an exciting thing. Look at all those big buildings.
This one's a little bit larger than the last one we just talked about. This is a Pasco County sale, $52 million for 875 acres. This is raw land, so we don't have, as Jay mentioned, a whole lot of buildings to look at here.
There's a tree or two.
There's a tree or two, yeah. So the seller was Kingsley Asset Management, and the buyer was Calamar. And it's, again, 875 acres. That's pretty massive. So this area that the parcel is located, it's near the Connected Cities Stewardship District. So just north of Wesley Chapel here, about 4 miles north of Wesley Chapel, off of I-75 and State Road 52. And now we're back into Tampa.
And what a beautiful view.
I know, this is really nice.
So this is the current hotel, sold for $85 million. Mm-hmm. And this is in Rocky Point, which is kind of near the Tampa airport is where that is. This is a 180-room hotel, almost new, built in 2019. Every room is waterfront views in the whole hotel. And once again, these shocking numbers, $472,000 a door.
That's crazy.
The math is getting really a little bit out of hand for some of these things. But a beautiful place, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the highest rooftop bar in Tampa, which I had not known until I was working on this. The seller was Rocky Point Holdings, and the buyer was Casper's company. And the lobby looks really nice. I want to go down there and check the place out. I've never been in there.
For sure, me too.
And it's, well, where the thing is right here is this Rocky Point area. This is Tampa Airport. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing the airport is maybe 1.5 miles away,
not
something
far at all.
like that, a mile.
Yeah.
It's not far away. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people I know where the Grand Hyatt is. That's a pretty big, big hotel.
Right here in the corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the address here is 2545 North Rocky Point Drive. And that's it.
That's our show for you. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on Exploring Tampa Bay Commercial Real Estate. Again, I'm Rachael Manzanares. This is Jay Wittner. Please make sure to follow our YouTube channel here to stay up to date on all the transactions happening in our area, and we hope to see you soon.
Well, have a great day. Hope you enjoyed our show in 2021. And if recent history is any judge, 2022 is just going to be a blowout for these multifamily properties.
Well, hotels too. Just looking at that last one a year ago, we were unsure if there would be any hotel development in this area, and it's changed a lot in this last few years.
Well, it's really a moving target for sure. Well, we'll see you next time. Have a good one.